Alrighty, it's been a while since I've done one of these videos where I'm more or less just talking at a camera, but I figured I'd make some more content, especially as, like, you can tell in the background, I'm home. I'm probably going to be home for a while, mainly because a lot of businesses and schools and stuff are shut down, so it more or less really gives me no option. Of course, you're probably watching this from your home, so you're probably in a similar situation. Either way, I'm going to be talking about the coronavirus, and I'm going to be talking about technology that's related to the coronavirus, so I will not be telling you guys all the basic things you already know, which is like wash your hands and, like, I don't know, keep a 6-foot distance from other people. However, I will be talking about technology that China is using and technology that the US is about to use in order to, I guess, combat coronavirus. But more so, it's going to be talking about the future of, well, vehicles, but a specific kind of vehicle that I'm going to get more into in a second. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so there are two companies, one in China, one in the US, who are essentially doing the same thing, but I'm going to start off with the company in China. So, there's a company in China called Neolix, and essentially what the company does, or what they've created, is driverless or self-driving vehicles, meaning there are no space for any passengers in the cars, and essentially what the vehicles do is they deliver supplies and food to people. So if I was living at home, I could literally, I'm not entirely sure how the technology works, whether it's an app or what else, but I do know that essentially if I were to order something, I would have the supplies be delivered in a vehicle without anyone driving it straight to my front door. And that's something that's been implemented in Wuhan currently. I thought that was pretty interesting, mainly because more than just the coronavirus deal right now, I'm sort of curious to see how it takes over the delivery system that we have right now, where you have an app, you figure out what you want, and then you have a person pick up the food and deliver it to your place. Of course, it's fully in effect in China. I guess I'm gonna go over to the US, in Texas, where there's a company called Neuro, and they're a startup company. Actually, they only really got passed in February by the US government, and they've so far gotten about 200 vehicles, and they're pretty much gonna be doing the same thing. And why is it the best time to do it? I would say it's the best time because first of all, there are a lot less people just out and about, meaning there are a lot less drivers, which means that this is probably one of the best times to test out the technology. Now, I feel like I'm not entirely sure how delivery systems work in China. I would assume it's similar to the US, where you have Uber Eats and whatnot, or maybe you might have the Chinese app version of that. But I'm kind of curious to see how things pan out in the future, where you have these systems that are going to be taking the place of people. And I guess there are definitely pros and cons to both of those. So one of the pros is the fact that you have to deal with a lot less middlemen, if you will, a lot less parts, meaning if I was to order something, I could literally be like, I want so and so thing from, like, Walmart, for example. And the car would go to Walmart and it would bring it straight to me. So I'm not dealing directly with people. Especially in a time like now, it's a good thing, so you're not having to, well, deal with people in close contact. On the other hand, a con of this is the fact that it just, gets rid of a bunch of jobs. So all the people who deliver for Postmates, all the people who deliver for Uber Eats, they're losing their jobs. And so this is something that I'm kind of curious to see how it plays out. For those of you guys who are interested in investing, which is something that I'm doing a lot more of these days, I feel like these are pretty good startups to check out. Mainly because I feel like over time, they're only gonna get bigger. Then again, don't take my word for it. Definitely do your research. Over the next couple of months, I'm kind of curious to see how things pan out. But I really think this could be the future of delivery systems. And let me know what you guys think, because I feel like there's just so many opinions on this. Some people are for it, some people are against it. I've read all about it, and like there's so many different opinions on why it would be good and why it wouldn't be good. So definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think. This is a pretty short video. I just figured I'd make it because this is something I had on my mind. And so, if you liked the video, subscribe, share, and I'll catch you guys next time.